Hey everybody, it's Logan from SWCPL. Thanks so much for joining us for our first week of summer reading. So if you haven't already done so, you can join us on Reader Zone through downloading the Reader Zone app or going to readerzone.com and putting in the program code 35F97. That'll link you up with SWCPL's summer reading program, and you'll just hop on every day and answer a simple question. Did you read today? Yes or no? And for every day that you say yes, you will make progress toward earning some prizes. So we would love to have you join us. Today's story is The Button Book. So I'm gonna read The Button Book and then hang around for a special activity. If you've stopped into the library this week and picked up an activity kit, then you will have all of the instructions there. If you didn't have a chance to come in and get that, that's totally fine. We'll walk you through what you need and what to do the activity. All right, so we have The Button Book by Sally Nichols. And just like before we read Don't Press the Button, this book has lots of buttons in it that we're gonna push and see what happens. So I want you to pretend like you have some buttons in front of you and get ready to push them. Here is a red button. I wonder what happens when you press it. Let's press it and see. Beep. Here's an orange button. What does the orange button do? Ooh, that orange button is a different shape than the other button was. This button was a circle, and anybody know what this one is? It's a triangle, good job. So let's press that orange triangle. Boop. It's a clapping button. Everybody clap. Ooh, what happens when you press the blue button? This is a really big button. I think I'm gonna use 3 fingers. Boom. It's a singing button. It says, the wheels on the bus go round and round. Does it know any other songs? What songs do you think it knows? Shall we press the green button now? Let's press it and see. Oh. It's a raspberry button. How rude. It goes, could you make another noise, please? Excuse me. Say sorry at once. I'm warning you. This is your last chance. Well, if you're going to be like that, we're going to press the yellow button instead. Get ready to press that yellow button. Oh. It's a bouncing button. Everybody bounce. Bounce, bounce, bounce. Help! Press the pink button or we'll be bouncing forever. Boom. Hooray! It's a hug button. Hug time. That's the best button of all. See if you can find somebody around to hug. You know what? I think we should stop here. I don't think you want to press the next button. Do you? What do you think? Should we press the next button or should we stop at hug time? I think let's press the next button too. You do want to press the next button? Are you sure? Yeah, you're sure? Are you really sure? All right. Really, really, really sure? All right then. Press the purple button. Look at that. That purple button is way up high. They had to climb on a ladder and get it, and it's a teeny tiny. I'm gonna press it with my pinky. It's so small. Boop. It's a tickle button. Tickle attack. Ha ha. Please press the pink button quick. Hey, this is hug time. Ah, that's better. Hug time. Oh no, it's that rude green button again. Have you learned manners yet? Nope. Ah, the blue button. What shall we sing this time? How about Twinkle, twinkle, little star? Oh, that song's making me kind of sleepy. Back to the red button again. Do you remember what sound the red button makes? Right, it goes beep. Look, it's a new button. What does a white button do? That white button looks kind of familiar to me, or like I've seen that before. Can you think of something that looks like that maybe you have on your wall at home? Right, a light switch. So let's push that button down and see what happens. It's a sleeping button. Good night, everybody. They're all snoring. They're going. All right, so that was a really fun book. Thank you so much for joining me for it. And stay tuned, we're gonna make a static electricity butterfly. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed that story. I think that's a super fun one. I really enjoyed it. If you had a chance to pick up an activity kit this week, if you look at the back side of that sheet of paper that's in there, there are some other book recommendations. I tried to find some really fun ones that we got just before we closed down, before all of this started. So those are some of our newest books that we have, and I've enjoyed all of them that I've read. I also wanted to give you a heads up about two other pieces of paper that are in that kit. The first one is this Firefly Award sheet that has this nice QR code that you can scan, and it'll take you to the State Library's website, and you can find videos of all of the Indiana Early Literacy Firefly Award books, which I've read for my storytime videos back in April, if you remember those. And it'll also take you to the ballot so that you can choose which of those books was your favorite if you haven't already done that yet. The other piece of paper in there is a nature walk scavenger hunt. So if you find a day in the next couple of weeks where the weather is really nice and you want to take a nice socially distant walk, you can take this with you and take your favorite color of crayon and look for all of that stuff as you go on your walk and color it in as you go. So now we're going to get started with our static electricity butterfly. I think this is a pretty fun project and I hope you'll enjoy it too. So like I said, if you had a chance to pick up your activity kit at the library, you'll have everything you need, all the materials and all the instructions. If you didn't have a chance to pick up the kit, that's totally fine. Hopefully you can find these things or something similar around your house to try this out at home. So what you will need are 2 tissue paper wings, nice and crinkly paper there. You'll need a balloon, some tape, and a cardstock butterfly body. So if you picked up a kit, you'll have this, and hopefully you've gotten it colored and it looks beautiful and ready to go. If you don't or didn't pick up a kit, you can use any kind of thick paper that you have at home and you can draw your own butterfly body on there. So we're just going to walk through the instructions here and you can follow along as you go. So I'll give you a second to pause this video if you need to go gather any of those supplies or get your area ready to go. And we will start in 3, 2, 1. All right. So our first instruction says to tape one edge of each tissue paper wing to the body of the butterfly. So you're going to want to find a piece of tape that's pretty long to fit most of the area of the butterfly wing, but you don't want to go too far into the wing when you're taping it because you want to have maximum flappability, right? So you're just going to take that and tape it right onto your butterfly, just like that. So we'll do that with both wings. And there we go, we have our butterfly. See those wings flapping? Next, you're going to blow up your balloon or have an adult blow it up for you. You won't really need very much air in the balloon because your butterfly is not that big, right? So there we've got our balloon. So step number 3 says to rub the balloon in your hair or on a cloth to give it an electrical charge. So we're gonna rub it. Your hair will look really crazy, which if you haven't had a haircut, it might already look pretty crazy like mine. Here we go. Ooh, I hear it. Look at that hair. All right, so step number 4 says hold down the edge of your butterfly and place the balloon close to the middle without actually touching the paper. Look at that. Look at those wings flap as I pick the balloon up and down, up and down. All right, so that was pretty cool, right? So what do you think happened when we did that? Why don't you pause the video and talk about it for a second? And we will talk about it in 3, 2, 1. So static electricity is the buildup of electrical charge on the top of a surface. So our balloon, when I rubbed it on my head, got some static electricity all over it, and you could kind of hear it making a noise, and it was like kind of crinkly sound. So then when we touched the balloon, it passed on that electricity and it made it flap like that. So what I want you to do, since you already have your balloon blown up, I want you to think about some other objects that you might want to try this out on. You might have to recharge it with your hair and get ready to go and try something else. Like you could pick up another piece of paper even. So think about maybe 3 or 5 things that you want to try out, and I would love to hear how your experiment went. If maybe, you know, you couldn't pick up a tape dispenser, but you could pick up a piece of paper. So I'd love to hear what you try out. Have a great time experimenting. I'll see you next time.